Hi, I'm Alex. Thank you for coming, judges. I built Voice, and Voice is basically Siri for enterprise. I want to do a quick show of hands. How many of you use Siri on like a weekly-ish basis? If you don't use it, it talks to you every once in a while, and it's kind of annoying. But the great thing about it is that it's so easy to look things up. And I use it for reminders. I use it to look at my calendar, to call people. But when it comes to a natural language interface to business data, enterprise is really left out of the picture. And this is a problem, like say I'm a business leader and I'm getting in my taxi or I'm driving and I'm at a stoplight and I need to look up the address of the customer that I'm going to visit. I can't do that at a glance. I can't do that really quickly. The fastest way to do this is with natural language. But the only interfaces I have to deal with are these clunky UIs for doing search. Search needs to be changed. It needs to be intuitive. And the core problem that everyone faces when encountering search, and the reason it hasn't been done, is that there needs to be a platform for natural language processing. And that's what I set out to do. I hadn't ever used QuickBooks before, but I thought it would be a good place to start. I'll jump into the demo now. All right. It's sized for a mobile interface right now. Let's start with what does Amy owe me? Boom, $239. That's not good. But the point is, like, it got me an answer really quickly with just a pure natural language question. No interface needed. The entire thing was generated on the fly. I didn't have to learn any buttons. Let's do another one. What's Jane's email? You can see that it knows that Jane is a customer. In other words, I've created this index for all the things that you have on all important fields so that you don't have to say like people or customers named Jane. It also just generates a UI that's sensitive to your database. It knows about your database. It knows that only these are the attributes for a customer. And I can add other things like and address here. And, well, I guess it's just, well, this is a little demo issue. But anyway, let's try the fun part. So I know that it can get like aliases, and I can get synonyms. So if I say show suppliers, it knows I'm really talking about vendors. But now here's the tricky part. Let's try voice. Show customer names. And there you go. It's the list of all the customers in my database, and I just talk to it. That's something you don't need your hands for at all. If you just think this is another Siri, you're missing the point. The real benefit of this is creating a platform for doing natural language processing. This is a completely pluggable architecture. It needs to be a simple way to get business insights at a glance.
So we saw one earlier that was also trying to be sort of a Siri for QuickBooks Online. And do you have a sense of how, I don't know if you saw that earlier, and whether there was a distinction between you guys?
I guess I missed it. That's sad.
Okay.
Well, you have filters, right? I saw filters up there.
Okay.
Filters? Do those actually work, the filters?
Filters?
Filters? You had search filters for the lists? They were on your thing? No? All right,
like you can say like, oh, you can't say like filtered by people in Colorado yet, but the back end is there. I just didn't have.
So do the buttons actually work on the screen? Like, could you touch it and filter the data? You have like the search fields that come up like when you search for data.
Right now
in a
they're
QBO
just
file?
options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.